What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Revival. My name is JJ, and really quick before I start, I actually wanted to do a quick plug. It is for a short film that a couple of friends of mine made. It's going to be premiering at the KC Fringe Fest. I don't know if it's normally like an in-person kind of thing, but this time it's going to be online. So you can get a ticket to... They have plenty of different options on which... Like if you want to get a ticket for the entire festival, or if you want to get a ticket for just a couple of days, or like just one film or something like that. They have a whole bunch of pricing options. I'll have the link down in the description below. The name of the film is Home is Where the Haunt Is. And you might recognize somebody in there. Just saying. But yeah, definitely go check them out, because I love helping my friends get creative with something they're passionate about, and we had so much fun putting this together. I had a blast with it, and I would love to see them, do some more, and supporting them will only make things better. I know that from experience. So please, if you can, just go check it out. Have a good time. It's like a 30-minute runtime, so not much time at all. So definitely go check it out. And yeah, other than that, why don't we hop into my video of the my top five underappreciated video games. Okay, so, as per usual, quick stipulation. One, the reason I didn't say underrated, because that's what most people say, is because I hate that term. I just feel like ratings are, everybody has their own opinions on how things should be rated and that kind of thing, so I think saying underappreciated makes it come off a little bit better. Because these are games that I feel never got the attention that they deserved. So I just prefer that term a little bit better. And also, top five. These were the first five that I saw, but there are plenty of other underappreciated games out there, believe me. And there are so many more that I could find on my shelves. And the order would be all over the place as well, because different games cater to different people. So it's kind of, and these aren't all like, JRPGs and stuff like that. Are you going to scratch furniture? Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Okay, thank you very much. I love you, buddy. Okay, bye. Okay, so if you're just tuning in and this is your first video, that's my cat, and he sometimes pops in, scratches furniture or meows, and then leaves. There was one video where he hopped up on the table and hung out for a minute, and he hasn't done it since, so I don't know, maybe he got camera shy for that. I don't know, let's talk some games. Let's talk some games now. Let's do it. Alright, first on the list, coming in at number 5, is Dragon Ball Z Attack of the Saiyans on the Nintendo DS. Dude, this game is this is exactly the kind of Dragon Ball Z game that I always wanted. I'm a massive Dragon Ball Z fan, Dragon Ball in general. As anybody that knows me can tell you. I freaking just it's just a turn-based RPG following the Dragon Ball characters. And it all takes place leading up to when the Saiyans first arrive in the Z series, and it's got a whole bunch of additional side quests, and there's just tons of extra story mixed in, and you're playing as all the the main Z fighters at the time, and it's just a real blast to play. They all have their own unique powers. You have a party of 3. You can combine their abilities. And it's just a good, solid, turn-based RPG with tons of references to not only Dragon Ball Z, but also Dragon Ball references in there as well. So I really, really highly recommend this to any Dragon Ball fan. That I don't know. I know when I got this, it was super, super cheap too. So I haven't checked in a while. I think when I got it, it was maybe $10, which is more than worth it in my opinion. It may have gone up since then, I'm not sure. It may have gone down. I honestly don't know. I haven't looked. So I probably should have checked before I did this, but it's too late now. even though I could technically just stop and edit and lag. Well, you go find out. It's a great game. If you're a Dragon Ball fan, I highly recommend this. If you're an RPG fan, but as far as Dragon Ball fan goes, I never hear Dragon Ball fans go. I never hear them talking about this game. And I really, really think it's such a really underappreciated gem. So definitely go check it out if you're a fan. Next is a game I talked about recently in my Nintendo 64 collection video. That is Diddy Kong Racing. Dude, this game is so good. Mario Kart, but with Donkey Kong characters, planes, hovercrafts, and like motorcycles, cars. I don't know about motorcycles. Cars, definitely. But it's just so much fun. And they're all racing together, so you're not like, you know, all planes in one level or all hovercrafts or whatnot. Because they have different paths you can take depending on the vehicle you're using, but they're all the same races and it's super well balanced. Not only that, but it's got like a hub world where you're driving through it and everything like that. You know how in Mario Kart you just pick the race or the cup and then you just go do that, and that's it. In this, there's actually like a storyline that you follow and you unlock races, and you can absolutely go back and play whatever you want, do that kind of thing. But there's like actual objectives and that kind of stuff that you actually get to play with this. And I love the idea of a hub world in a racing game like this because it was just so much fun to just drive around in that area alone and just kind of just mess around and see the sights. And, you know, it's Nintendo, so it's going to be super colorful and fun. And I hate how overshadowed this game gets by Mario Kart. And I wish they would, frankly, you know, I'd love a new one, sure. But I would love to see them just bring this game to the Switch. And just be like, hey, here's Diddy Kong Racing for all those of you that didn't get to play it back in the day. Because this game totally didn't get the attention it deserved. But anybody that has played it will be like, oh my god, Diddy Kong Racing is so good. So, if you get the chance, definitely check this game out. Next up is one of my favorites from the Super Nintendo at number 3, and that is Secret of Evermore. I mean, I've made it no secret that I'm a big Secret of Mana fan. This is very much like that. Very similar gameplay, but it's a boy and his dog, and they're going through like different like mystical-ish kind of worlds, trying to basically get back home. He gets whisked away into this machine. He's a big movie buff, and so he like mentions all these B movies that are, you know, made up and just goofy and stuff, but you can totally see where they're coming from. You really just have to play it because it's just super funny. But like every world you go to, the dog changes form, and like the first world is a prehistoric world, and so the dog is like this big, gruff, wolf-looking thing, and then eventually you get to like the futuristic world where like the dog is a robot. It looks like a freaking toaster with 4 legs running around and stuff. It's so much fun. The only bad part is this game did not have that 2-player aspect like with Secret of Mana where it had 3 players, and that always frustrated the hell out of me because this game begs for it. It would have been so much fun with 2 people. But it's still a really, really great game nonetheless, and I really hate that they haven't re-released this on anything since because it is so good. But if you can somehow get your hands on a copy, definitely check it out. I highly recommend Secret of Evermore for sure. Especially if you like that like Super Nintendo action RPG, like Zelda kind of style, you know, but with experience points, leveling up, alchemy instead of magic in that. But it's just a really fun game. Next is another one, man. This is number 2, Critical Depth on the PlayStation. Man, I played this game so much back in the day. Anybody who loves Twisted Metal, I highly urge you to give this game a shot. This is Twisted Metal, but it's with submarines instead. And like, they're, you know, fast-moving submarines, obviously, and you're just going to these massive underwater maps, picking up weapons and trying to, you know, blow up the other guys. It's just so much fun. And whereas in Twisted Metal 2 is the one I had the most experience with, and I played that game many times, but I could not get very far without without putting in the cheat code for Minion. And that was mainly because once I played as Minion, I was like, this is all I want to do is play as this guy, because he's a badass, and he has the best moves, and he's awesome, and I don't care about getting good at the others. I didn't know any cheat codes for this game, so I had to get good otherwise. And I actually have finished this legit, like normal all the way through. This game is just so great, and I really wish more people had gotten the chance to try it, because I never hear anybody talking about this game. And it's super unfortunate because Critical Depth is a blast. I loved it. So yeah, definitely, if you can get your hands on Critical Depth, check it out because it's a lot of fun to play. And all these games, I don't know, like I said earlier, I'm not sure on like pricing and that kind of stuff. But if you can, man, if you can get a good deal on any of these are all really, really just great games to check out. And finally, this is one that has gotten attention. But again, I'm saying underappreciated because I still don't think it has gotten anywhere near the attention it deserves. And I'm talking about the whole series. I've got the first one in the series here. But that is the Suikoden series. JRPG, but grounded. Not like super, hey, we're going to fight the end boss on floating rocks while he transforms 12 times in outer space kind of deal. Not like that. This is like very political. Suikoden 2 has been called basically like Game of Thrones, the video game. It is... Man, eventually I'll do a whole video on it because there's so much more I could say. Also, if you want to know more about it, go check out a few of the Frozen North episodes. I think they all have Suikoden in the title, so you'll be able to tell which ones they are. But we did an interview with Ryan from the Suikoden Revival Movement on these games, and the insight that he gives, even if you are a fan and you already know, because most people that I know that have played this, I've never heard anybody say they didn't like this game. While like Diddy Kong Racing, people who play this swear by it. This game's been re-released a few times, like on PSN and stuff. But so if you have a PS3, you can get it for now. But dude, like, do yourself a favor, check these games out. They are turn-based, but you're basically building an army to combat another invading army. That's kind of the gist of most of the games. But there are like, there's just so much to them. 108 characters you recruit into your army, and then you've got like duels as a way of battling, you've got regular battles, and you've got large-scale, war, conflict. The only one I haven't played now is 5, and that'll be coming up soon because I really want to play it, because I finished 4 and Tactics within the last year, and I loved them both. And 4 is supposed to be the weakest entry in the series, but I thought it was great. But seriously, if you can get your hands on a copy of this, whether it's digital, whether it's physical, anything like that, I know some of the later titles, especially like 2, and I think 5 is getting up there now too, are pretty expensive. I mean, just play it any way you can. I'm not going to say spend $300 to get Suikoden 2, and because that's just $300 for any video game. If all you want to do is play it, is not worth it, in my opinion. But if you can get your hands on it, that's why I mentioned the digital stuff and that it was on PSN. These are unbelievable experiences, and I cannot recommend this series enough. So please, please, please. Each one of those 108 characters has their own personality and backstory, because you're recruiting them one by one as you're going through the game and doing these other things. And so they come into your, like, you have a base that you're filling out with, like, carpenters and blacksmiths and elevator operators, cooks, laundry people, clothes washers. There's boatsmen. Like, there's so many. Play this series seriously. Just play it, because, good lord, it's so good for real. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. My top 5 underappreciated games. Like I said, there's so many more that I could pull out and go over and everything. But these were the 5 that stuck out to me the most when I was kind of looking through my collection, trying to figure out which ones I wanted to bring up. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Check out the link for Home is Where the Haunt Is down below. Really appreciate any support you guys can give on that. what are some of your underappreciated games? What are games that you are like, how come not more people are talking about this? I don't understand. Or if you've played any of these and you can just be like, dude, I second that one. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure on the N64 one I had one or two people talking about Diddy Kong Racing saying like, dude, the game was so good. I'm like, oh, I know. But so yeah, please let me know in the comments. I love talking to you guys. So yeah, with that, thank you. And as always, keep on gaming.